What's up, chat? How we doing tonight? Got to get ready. I don't have my software up. Let's put that up. There we go. Okay. How we doing tonight, chat? Hello in the chat. Hope everyone's had a nice Friday. Pretty great. I had pizza, delicious choice. Hello, CJ. Hello, Trevor. Hopefully you guys are doing good tonight. Had a nice day. Oh yeah, woo yeah. Hey, Flame442, how you doing? All right, actually, I need to go and get the review packet. I don't know if I saved it as a PDF or not, so we're gonna check. Actually, you know what? I think I did because I had to put it on the planner. I think to put it on the planner, I had to save it as a PDF. Let's take a look, chat. Chapter 3. No, that's not what we want. Open it from Notability. Let's see. Review packet. Hi, watching from phone because Chrome won't work. Yeah, that stinks. I've been hearing this weird restricted mode thing that you guys no longer have control over for your school Chromebooks. So that is unfortunate, Nick. Unfortunate. We're opening the review packet. Review packet. All right, chapter 3, review packet. Wow, it's a big chapter. Crazy. This chapter is very big. Chapter 3, practice test. Here we go. We've got the version. Here we go on the iPad. Awesome. Lovely. Okay. Hey, CJ, give this a shot. Click your name, scroll to the bottom of the menu, and turn on mode. Yeah, I think though, CJ, the school-issued Chromebooks are no longer allowing students to do that. At least that's what I've heard from other students, which is unfortunate. It was a thing last year, but now it looks like people are having trouble. Okay. Oh, we've got Remind. The live review is coming up restricted on my Chromebook. Yeah, a lot of people are having this issue. Hey, Mr. Chapter, nice shirt. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Alana is having the issue as well. Unfortunate. We're going to email Alana back. Okay. Just had to message Alana. Yeah, I tried to turn it off recently, and it locked out on enabled, and there's no way to turn us off. Okay. Restricted mode, that is. It's not restricted mode on mine. It says need to sign in with Google Apps account. Oh, interesting. That's a different one. Alana said it was restricted, and I know that I was talking to Emma and Alexis today, and they also were saying it was restricted. Restricted mode doesn't even work well. It blocks all the good stuff. Well, I think that's the intent behind restricted mode, is to block some of the stuff. And yeah, I'm not quite sure why it exists. I know YouTube has this whole new policy now about things appropriate for kids. So like when I went and selected this online review, I had to say if it was appropriate for kids or not. I said no, even though it technically is. But if you say yes, you can't have comments. And I thought that defeats the purpose of the live review. So I said no. So this is not appropriate for children, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you understand that. Okay, well, We've got 10 viewers. It's 8:37. I'd like to get started. So let's pop on over to the iPad. Look at this. We go like this. Whoa, that's not right. Then how about this one? That's pretty cool. No, we like this one. We like this one. I can actually move this anywhere I want. I like it on the right-hand corner. Although I was actually noticed I was rewatching one of the streams. I noticed I was writing down there one time and I couldn't see the answer to the problem. When I say good, I meant literally good, like good as in these videos and other actual. Gotcha. Yeah, it's ironic that restricted mode is honestly blocking out some of the educational stuff that we need, which I find to be ironic. So, all right, we've got a live review. Let's go ahead and get started. I created this list of Shack tips that I wanted to kind of share with you guys as we get ready for this test. I just wrote these down today as I thought of them and as I was thinking about things that I don't normally say, and I wanted to make sure I said this at some point. So here they are, Shack tips for the Chapter 3 test. Shack tip number 1, make sure your calculator is in radian mode on this test. Okay, so those of you in physics using degree mode, don't use degree mode. You need to use radian mode. So just make sure of that when you're graphing things like trigonometrically and calculating things trigonometrically, you're going to want radian answers, not degree answers, okay? So just a little tip for you, calculus is never done in degree mode. I will never ask you to put your calculator in degree mode, but you're always in radian mode, okay? Okay, formulas, you got to know your formulas, okay? If we were to make a very, very brief list of the formulas that you are responsible to know, we have the 6 trig formulas, right? We have the product, and quotient rules, right? Chain rule is not really a formula you need to know. Well, you don't really need to know that. And then, of course, we have our natural log of x, our e to the x, our a to the x, and our log base whatever of whatever. And those are really the formulas you need to know for this test. There's really not much else. Yeah, 1 over ulna, that's the greatest one of all time. That's the derivative of the log right there. If you wanted to memorize that, that's just kind of helpful. But other than that, if you're still team formula for calculating the derivative of a arc, tangent, or any kind of blank on the word inverse trigonometric function, there's the word, then you'd have to memorize those 3 as well. Remember, you don't need all 6. You don't need all 6 of them because the cosine, the cosecant, and the cotangent are just the negative derivatives of the secant, the tangent, and the sine. So you don't have to memorize 6, but you do have to memorize 3 if you want to use those. Okay? Du dx. Yes, don't forget du dx. Your rules of exponents, you really just kind of have to be familiar with your rules of exponents, specifically, when you add powers and you multiply powers and you subtract powers, making sure you know how to factor things. When you're factoring things, you're always looking for the smallest exponent to be removed. That gets a little tricky when you're talking about negative powers. So just make sure, if you need it, brush up on it. I actually think I have a little segment on our summer assignment, the resources I built over the summer. There's some rules of exponent stuff there in the algebra and functions section. So definitely take a look if you need a refresher. Likewise, you've got the rules of logs. And you got to make sure you know your rules of logarithms. You have a power of a logarithm like natural log of x squared. This power of 2 right here can actually be moved to the coefficient, or vice versa. A coefficient can move up to the power of the logarithm, which is super nice. Understand that anytime you have a log with a power that's the same base, they cancel each other. So for example, the natural log of e to the x, so these always cancel each other out. Likewise, if you had like log base 2 of 2 squared, or too many twos, make it 2 cubed or something, anytime you have the base of a logarithm and the base of an exponential as the same number, they end up canceling each other out. This expression would equal x, and this expression would equal 3. Just things to remember. Check out in the chat. Before I forget to ask, can we do logarithmic differentiation at some point? Yes, Trevor, we can. I believe there is one in the review packet. I'd be happy to do that one. So I will definitely make a note of that, and we can do that. We can't see behind your beautiful face. Not really sure what you're talking about, Matt. I don't know if that was directed at me or someone else. So, yeah, I'm going to let Matt explain what he means. We're going to move on to Sohcahtoa. So Sohcahtoa, you got to know when you're taking the derivative of your inverse trigonometric functions, you need to use your Sohcahtoa, right? Sohcahtoa, for anyone that may have forgotten, stands for the sine function is opposite over hypotenuse. Connecting. Interesting. You wrote behind your face cam. Oh. There you go. Sorry. There we go. I'm also going to, I don't know. It says we've got, I think we're back. Odd. Connection issues. I don't know if I lagged for a moment or if I went missing for a moment, but it seemed like it popped up that I just had connection issues. I don't know if they're resolved. We good, chat? We happy? Uh-oh, no one can hear me? Oh, no. A little, says Jackson. Okay. Well, hopefully we're back. Mine keeps lagging a little bit. Interesting. Okay, this is what happens when YouTube updates itself. Then it starts to lag. It blacked out for a minute, but you're back now. You're back. Awesome. Thank you for the confirmation in the chat. And Matt, thank you for clarifying what you meant. I have since moved up the screen so you guys can see everything. So I talked a little bit about Sohcahtoa, just making sure you know that for when we build your triangles. And so go back and watch the videos. That's a big tip. That's a really powerful thing in our course, right? You can go back and you can take any document. So I'm just going to go and grab the planner. Just going to scroll down for a quick second. I'm going to pull up the 3839 stuff. So here we go. Unit. So it's got all of them. I also have the live reviews in there. So that's the nice thing about having all the videos at your disposal like this is you can literally just click one, watch it real brief, quick crash course of everything you need to know. Okay, I'm going to put that over here just in case I need it again. All right, and we got the chat back. Cool. So just make sure you know that that's a thing. Go back and watch the videos. I would strongly recommend that. It's very helpful. And last but certainly not least, this is a big one for all you 3.1, 3.5 test goers, and you know who you are. Simplify the function before you differentiate. This is going to really save you time and make problems much easier. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes you try to differentiate and either it doesn't simplify or the simplifications you could have done don't do anything easier. But at least you tried because you know what can happen like the 3135 test where you have this big function that's simplified down nicely. Or, you know, you've got this string of trigonometric functions. You're like, what? And then you start simplifying and you realize it's actually quite an easy derivative to calculate. Okay, so those are the Shack tips. Definitely, I mean, worth gold. All of these are very important things to consider for this test. Your best resources to prep, of course, are all the materials so far in this section. You've got your video notes, you've got your tests and your quizzes, you've got the actual videos to look, and any worksheets or practice problems that I have. Remember, I've done the answer out to pretty much any problem I've ever assigned you, so you guys have plenty to study with on your own time. Just make sure you know, you're just trying lots of practice problems as we go. Okay? All right, I think we are good. I'm going to open it up to Q&A for the rest of the sesh. We're going to start with Trevor. Trevor requested, that's not it. Trevor requested logarithmic. There was a logarithmic differentiation problem here. Okay, so let's add a page to the bottom of this. And before I see you guys can hear me, we're caught up on speed. If there was any latency delay, just let me know if we're good, chat. Just gonna chill, check the remind messages, make sure everyone's good. Remind, okay, thanks. So Alana hopefully is with us now. Just have some issues with the connection. I don't know why it's being flagged in restricted mode, and we need to see if we can get that fixed. So either it's on my end with a setting I can select, or on you know, our technology department, maybe they can help us resolve the issue of not being able to turn restricted mode off on a school Chromebook. CJ, write that down. Remind me on Monday to explore and troubleshoot this. Okay. Still waiting for confirmation though. Haven't gotten anything in the chat. Are we good? We can hear me. We can see me. We're going to go do a practice problem. Just checking. You're back. We're good to go. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Let's go ahead and solve this problem for Trevor. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. Remember, you can pretty much take the derivative of anything, right? You know how to take the derivative of anything. But the one thing we can't take the derivative of is a variable raised to a variable power. That's the one thing you don't have a rule for. So in order to avoid having this situation, we think of logarithms, because what logarithms allow us to do is to take exponents and bring them down to coefficients. So what that's going to actually allow us to do is avoid variable to variable altogether. Okay? The quality is low and it occasionally cuts out. Okay, that's unfortunate. The past like 5 seconds, has that been okay? I wonder why it's having these issues. I'm just going to go real quick, check my upload speed. You guys know you can go to fast.com, fast.com to check your upload speed. No, I'm getting my normal speed, about 32 megabits per second, which is normal for me. It's not great internet, especially for streaming, but it's the norm. So I'm unsure as to why the issues are happening. I'm questioning if it's still happening. I know Jackson just said a moment ago, what we could try to do is take the stream down and put it back again, which may be helpful. So just waiting for confirmation in the chat. If it's still bad, I might take it down, bring it back up. You can go to YouTube settings and adjust your quality. Yeah, I know I have my quality actually adjusting through my program I use, my Logitech Capture software. I can try to lower it, but I mean, it's never been an issue before. I'm going to lower it, or I guess we'll try to upload it and see if there's any lag at all. Let's just try this. So I just upped it to hopefully give you better quality, but let me know if that, as a result, increases any delay or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to wait a second. The code word is blue. If everything is good, I want you to type blue in the chat, and I will know that we're good, because I can't tell if the comments of we're good is like from the last time I said we're good, or is it from this? Oh, yes, we got the code word. Let's do it. Okay. Is this better? I just want to know, is this good? Are we skipping? Is there delay? I just upped my quality. Is the quality now better? Do things look good? We got more blues in the chat. So good. It's still on low. It's still on for now. Okay, so CJ is confirming we got it. We got more code words of blue. It's great. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get started on code word blue. We're going to do this practice problem that my iPad has now gone to sleep. And if it's not good, we're going to take the stream down. We're going to bring it back up. We're going to try it again. So let's solve this problem. Okay. This one says find the derivative of this variable to a variable with power. The audio is going in and out for me. No issues since blue is established as the code word. Okay. So it looks like we're kind of good and we're kind of not good. I'm just going to solve this problem. Oh, connection is unstable. Okay. We're gonna try to restart the old computer. Connection still unstable. Going to restart computer and rehost stream. Be back in 2.5. Okay, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna bring it back. I apologize, but not much we can do with the delay. Hopefully a restart will fix everything. We'll be right back, gang.